Gentlemen, welcome back. Now, the feud between the Deputy President Kindiki and President William Ruto keep widening each day. And today, whatever happened in Kalonzo's staff is what I'm gonna talk about, and this is the base or the basis of our analysis today. Now, the Deputy President Kindiki today issued a stern warning to politicians who make grand promises and fail to deliver on them, and further go to those people he made promises, fake promises to address them. It is a strong statement that he made in Kithimani, Yatta, Machakos, when he went to commission the land registry and oversaw the issuance of 1,300 title deeds to Yatta residents. He also inspected the ongoing Kithimani fresh produce market, which is expected to complete within 90 days. So it is here when he talked about those leaders who give fake promises and do not fulfill them. And further, after making the fake promises, lying to the common mwananchi who are expecting, heaven after the promises are made, there's such kind of leaders equally again go to address the same people they lied to. He criticized that, warned and said that is not allowed, that is not okay. But according to me, with the way he framed the statement, he was addressing President William Ruto, because right now we know that after Olkalau defeat, William Ruto and his people, they don't want anything to do with the Kindiki. Only that time, time between now and the next election is very short that they cannot impeach him. Therefore, the relationship is so much strained. But before we dig deep into this analysis, I want us to listen to what Kindiki said, pointing it to William Ruto.
Satutaki mambo ya ujinga, unaenda unaahidi vitu mingi alafu haujafanya na unakuja kuongea na hao wananchi. So hiyo mambo ya hiyo deni mimi nalipa leo. Na huyu Anastasia amenisukuma sana pia, ananikumbusha, unajua ulisema hii kanisa itasaidia.
Now, in politics, you don't need someone to come directly tell you that you are a liar. Stop giving fake promises. You don't expect that. But you see, Kindiki today was speaking with a lot of vigor, with a lot of anger, saying, wacha huo upuzi, wacha huo ujinga. Unaenda unapeana ahadi zenye hazitimii. Yeah? So he was addressing President William Ruto. We all understand that President William Ruto is a leader, yeah? Many people love him. He won the 2022 election. But now the problem comes when he gives promises. He has been giving out many promises, saying that he will do this, he will construct Nidhi Bridge. The contractor is there. The contractor is there. The contractor failed to do 1, 2, 3. We kicked him out. We bring a new contractor. That Nidhi Bridge will be completed in 6 months. In 6 months, he shall be, so many things, but none. I mean, a few of them actually are being fulfilled. So to me, the Deputy President Kindiki was addressing his president, or rather his boss, William Ruto, because he has realized that these people, William Ruto and his people, they don't want anything to do with the Kindiki anymore. Now he's retaliating. Remember, let me take you back a little. During those days in 2024, when Rigathi Gachagua broke out with William Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua started saying the same things, speaking that, I've realized we are giving promises to mwananchi, but we don't fulfill them. Such things. That is the same script that Kindiki equally has copied. He's saying that, those leaders, they should not be giving fake promises. Those fake promises, that is the same script that Rigathi Gachagua used. And by the way, if it is going to happen that way, I'm very sure that President William Ruto is going to lose all the Mount Kenya votes, because at least for now, he has a few votes in Mlima Kenya, in as much as Rigathi Gachagua has worked so hard, against him to campaign him. At least he has some few votes in Mount Kenya. But going forward, if that is happening, he will not be having those votes. And by the way, one thing you need to know is that the whole saga was brought by the Olkalau by-election, whereby the people in UDA and in Kenya Kwanza are questioning why Kithure Kindiki is the deputy president but cannot, influence and manipulate the people of Mount Kenya to vote for William Ruto, to love William Ruto. Therefore, they said that Kithure Kindiki is just useless. Is a useless leader who can never help William Ruto coming 2027 election. Remember, those who are propagating that idea are the ODM leaders, because ODM leaders equally want to force William Ruto, or to coerce William Ruto into giving that position as a running mate, one of them in ODM. At the same time, the leaders from Western region, including Musalia Mudavadi, Moses Wetangula, equally they need that position as a community. Therefore, they've been putting a lot of force on William Ruto, telling him that Kithure Kindiki is inconsequential in as much as he may be dropped as the deputy president. Therefore, William Ruto is like he's coping and is taking in what is being told. And Kithure Kindiki has realized that soon William Ruto is going to dump him. That is why he has started equally revolting. And soon he might even be in opposition. I did a video the other day and I asked you to try and think the intention of Rigathi Gachagua when he asked the people of Mount Kenya and the people in DCP to avoid directing their missiles towards Kithure Kindiki, saying that he's being persecuted in the government, is their son, they should not even persecute them too. Acha teseke from one side alone, wakasema ni mtoto wetu. Now, at that juncture, you realize Rigathi Gachagua had avoided using ule mtu wa soprano. He was talking about Professor Kindiki. Yeah, so I felt that there is a deal that is being stricken between Rigathi Gachagua and maybe Kithure Kindiki, but secretly. Yeah. So that is the reason why Kithure Kindiki equally has started, retorting. He has started throwing tantrums and also directing his missiles indirectly towards William Samoei Ruto. There is a certain way that the government works. You saw the lawyer, William Ruto's lawyer, Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi. He wrote in his social media account saying that, in fact, Kithure Kindiki is a dwarf politically. He can never help William Ruto, and asked William Ruto to let him go. The same things were said by Oscar Sudi, and I've been telling you day in, day out, whatever President William Ruto wants to say to the public, he sends Oscar Sudi. Oscar Sudi, he might be a class 2 dropout, as many people say, as Rigathi Gachagua has been branding him, but William Ruto needs such kind of a person, because those people, the Oscar Sudis of today, they help that government, to send a message to the public and also to their rivals. So right now, the likes of Oscar Sudi, they are sending signals, mixed signals against Kithure Kindiki. And those mixed messages, it shows that already William Ruto is very tired with Kithure Kindiki, and they want to do away with him because he cannot even command the Mlima Kenya votes. He cannot even, influence the people from the Mount Kenya region to vote for William Ruto. And then another reason why this is happening, Kithure Kindiki started revolting long ago, only that people couldn't realize. Recently, during the Olkalau by-elections, we saw how goons were behaving in Olkalau, the state-sponsored goons. But you see, even during the Nyandarua town rally of the Linda Mwananchi, when goons disrupted that meeting, Kithure Kindiki came out gun-blazing. When Oscar Sudi and the likes were blaming Rigathi Gachagua for orchestrating that kind of goonism, Kithure Kindiki said that we are against these goons, either from either side, even if it's from our side or from opposition side, we castigate, and those people must be brought to book. That is one thing I can tell you. One way he had revolted. He was against the stand of the government he's serving. Number two, the same happened recently when Geoffrey Ruku, the cabinet secretary, who has been, bringing a lot of division in Mount Kenya. Once Mount Kenya West and East to divide, to go away, to be separated. But Kithure Kindiki recently said that Mount Kenya is intact and can never be divided. That again was another red flag. So showing you that even Kithure Kindiki has realized that is not even wanted. And then lastly, that of Gachagua. Gachagua said that Kithure Kindiki akisumbuliwa akuja. Kuna kwao, kuna nyumba yao, we welcome him. And mwache kutuma makombora kwake. Hizo missiles punguza. That alone is another red flag. That tells you that these people are in talks, and maybe there's something that there's a deal they're striking between Rigathi Gachagua and Kithure Kindiki. It's just a matter of time. And for politics, when to leave the stage. A good dancer knows when to leave the stage. Kithure Kindiki has realized that if he continues with William Ruto, he will not take him as a running mate. That is for fact, because he has no votes for Mount Kenya. Number two, if he continues with William Ruto, he will be rejected in his home turf. So he has chosen, maybe he avoids William Ruto so that he can be respected in his home turf. Maybe he can seek another mandate from the position as a leader, as a former deputy president. Anyway, I don't know what you think. You can write your comment down in the comment section. Let us talk, let us discuss. Perhaps we can form a basis of everything we want to talk about in the next video. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content.